Hey y'all, quick video. Okay, so for those of you subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, why not? It's free. In today's day and age, free is affordable. Hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, click the word all, and you will be notified of new videos. Okay, so anyway. So I have known of situations where out of loneliness and desperation, which are two of the worst things that you can be when you want a relationship, loneliness and desperation will cause you to choose anything that pays attention to you. Okay? Your vision will be skewed. Your judgment will be off because you're dominated by the loneliness. But if you're not in a place of loneliness, you're going to be a lot more selective. Hold on a second. Y'all know I'm blonde, right? So I forget to put the little doohickey on and the cord's going to show and whatever. We're winging it. If I could find where it plugs in at, we'll be good to go. Okay. So I'm sure that's better. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, if you're in a place of loneliness or desperation, you're going to make some very bad choices so far as picking a partner. You're going to choose anybody who looks at you, anybody who pays attention to you, you're going to be down for it. And that's a very, very, very bad situation to be in. And if you rush to be in a relationship with this person, you'll be rushing to break up with them. You have to, I know I've been in that place before too, where, because I've been single for years, until I met Jeff. But I developed a relationship with myself when I was single. I discovered me. I put myself on a pedestal. I did things for me when I wanted, if and when I wanted, and I catered to myself, because those of us who are empaths, we're the perfect target for someone who is a non-empath, like a narcissist or psychopath or sociopath or whatever. We are a prime target for them. We are ripe for the pickings for them. And that's not the place you want to be in. Okay? Because again, you'll overlook a lot of things. The grass is greener, the birds are singing better, just because you have somebody in your life and you're settling for the wrong damn person. And you have to have rules in place. You have to have boundaries, strict boundaries in place. And you have to learn to say no sometimes. Because people who want you real bad, they don't care about your no. Okay? People who are narcissistic, they don't care about your no. Or I'm not interested in dating. Their attitude is, well, why not? Because I said so. That's why. Don't question me. Okay? Don't question me. If I want to be single, I want to be single. You don't, But like I said, they don't care about that. So they're going to push and push and push and push and push. And then you eventually give in. Even though part of you says don't give in, you give in and you regret it later. Okay? People always reveal who they are. Always reveal who they are. It never fails. So you don't want to rush into anything. You want to give it plenty of time, because when you give it time, you will not settle for anything and anybody. Okay? They can smell your desperation. They can see that you're lonely, and they can see that you have no boundaries. And all of those are win-win-win for a bad person. So I strongly suggest you do like I did. Figure out who you are. What are your hobbies? What are your new hobbies? What are your new interests? What did you discover about yourself that you would like to expand on? Have you done the work necessary in order to have a relationship? I have work to do, even though I'm in a relationship. I have work to do because I have shadows from the past that like to creep into the picture, and I don't want that. I want to karate chop those out of the way. So I'm not here to plug his new book, but Stefan Labossiere has a book called, let me get it. It's called Love After Heartbreak. Ta-da! And this is the book that I will be doing my homework on to resolve any remnants from the past that are unhealthy. Stefan Labossiere. He is a French chocolate guy, and he doesn't have a French accent or anything like that, but Labossiere is obviously French, okay? And I talked to him about it, so yes, it's French. But anyway, he makes you sign a contract in here. And I'm trying to figure out where the contract is. I signed it here. And I'll just briefly go through some of these. I haven't started it yet, but I will. You sign your name. I, whoever you are, understand that I am about to undertake an intensive guided encounter into self-healing. I understand that the information and process of the Stefan Speaks healing method will go in detail as to how I can begin my healing journey and cleanse and detox the unresolved hurt and pain that has been lingering in my life. I, sign your name, commit myself to doing the work. I will take the necessary time out daily or weekly to read each chapter and complete the exercises and steps with the process that Stefan shares with me for my benefit. I, sign your name, also understand that this guided self-healing process will allow me to work through any negative emotions and feelings that I need to deal with in order to experience complete healing. I, my name, commit to being kind and loving to myself during this process. I will be patient and understanding with myself and others as I work through the steps. I will take breaks if needed, but I am committed to being consistent and courageous through to the end. Okay? So, being in a relationship does not automatically make you ready for a relationship. Especially if you've dealt with very intense, traumatizing trauma from the past. Traumatizing trauma. Okay, that's like an oxymoron. But anyway, intense trauma from the past will rear its ugly head, and you'll be, at times defensive or overreact to something. Or the hyper defensiveness is a thing because when you've dealt with a abusive partner in the past, you're still in fight or flight mode, even if you don't have a reason to be in fight or flight mode. And that's where his book will come in. Am I a little bit nervous to start the process? Yes. But at the same time, I know it's beneficial to me. And people think if you get into a relationship or you start seeing someone, or you or get engaged and or get married, that everything's going to be peachy now. And that's not necessarily true. If you don't resolve the issues from the past, and those issues wait until you're in a relationship, and then they start peeking their head up, and you find that you're hyper defensive, or you find that you're being mean, and this person didn't necessarily warrant that type of meanness. I've been guilty of that. So I'm working on it. Okay. I'm not sitting up here on a throne telling you guys, well, I am above you and I've worked through my problems and you need to do the same. I'm human like everybody else. Okay. I am not like I've said many times, I'm not a famous YouTuber. So I'm not, so stuck on my own greatness that my feet don't touch the ground anymore. Too cute to answer people's comments or questions. Yeah, I don't do that. I'm down to earth just like you guys, and I have issues just like you guys do. And I've said this before, in some of my videos, I actually go back and watch them again, because it's a reminder to myself of what to do and what not to do and what to be careful of. So Again, I'm not on my throne and wagging my finger at y'all like you need to be perfect like me, because that's a load of crap. I'm not perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna be starting that homework pretty soon. As far as the leg update, the pain is really nasty pain. It is awful. The ankle bone is really pissed. Like I said, he went in there, my surgeon went in there, and took all the screws out, plates, screws and this, and my bone is really angry. So I get to deal with that. It's a burning sensation. Do I want to do strong medicines? No. Will I have to? Probably going to have to break down and do it, because this is really awful. And I'm experiencing it right now, as a matter of fact. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. So anyway, so yeah, if you want to start your healing before you're in a relationship, if you are in a relationship, you will notice you'll have to be careful with your emotions. And I suggest that you get this book and start working on it. The reason he makes you sign a contract is because he wants you to make sure that you're committed to the process and committed to yourself to get better. So that if you don't do it, if you have a conscience, you'll feel a little bit guilty. Oh, I signed a contract and I didn't follow through. That's bad. Okay. So yeah, I know of someone who I know a lot of people who did this, completely misrepresented themselves, and they honed in on this person's loneliness. And unfortunately, this person is reaping the benefits of that desperation and that loneliness right now. It's never going to be a good situation, because you're entering it in the wrong mindset. If you're lonely and desperate, you're entering in the wrong mindset. You'll settle for anything. This person's better looking than they are. The personality is bigger and better than it actually is. And just things look a lot bigger. If you go into the car, some cars have a little thing on the side view mirror that says objects are closer than they appear. Okay? Right. If you're desperate and lonely, you see things when this person does pay attention to you, they're the biggest, best, the biggest thing, the best thing that ever happened to you. When in reality, that's a facade and that's a costume that they're wearing. And God knows I've been through that too many times to count. Okay? And I'm done with that. Done. Life's too short. I mean, I could be dead 5 minutes from now, and I'm just not. No. Dun 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 dun. So anyway, you guys take care. Just want to do a quick vid. I wasn't planning on bringing up the book, but I'm glad I did, because love after heartbreak, it is if you've been traumatized or you have PTSD from previous relationships, there are triggers. And we have to learn how to realize when we're being triggered and try to reel that back in, or go with the feelings for a few minutes, get teary-eyed or whatever, and then take a deep breath and then do something pleasant for yourself, to make yourself feel good. You know what I mean? All right. You have any questions or comments, let me know. And I hope you have a good day and stay cool like ice cubes. I will tell you one more thing before I go. People, as I told you guys before, my previous nurse practitioner and her husband were killed in a car accident. All three people were killed. They were in a two-lane road, and the guy was like this 21-year-old guy. I don't know what happened, but he ended up in their lane and hit them head on. All three of them died. Okay? So y'all need to be careful when you drive. No texting and driving. Nothing is that much of an emergency that you cannot wait until later. It's not worth dying for. When people are traveling and the weather is warm, that's when these types of things happen. And a lot of times it's completely unnecessary and it's completely preventable. So I need y'all to be careful. And I'm very serious about that. Okay? Y'all take care. I love you. Bye-bye.